Hello everyone. I'm going to be doing an exercise today that I think is very interesting. I found a challenge, one of 5 challenges in gotwires. You can see them right here. 5 pieces, 5 different modeling exercises. I'm going to concentrate on the first one right now, which I think is very strange at first and very interesting because it incorporates many aspects, many things that we can try to do. So you can see it has a relatively big cylinder at the base, a thinner piece that extends to quite some height, then folds in on itself, and at the same time twists at about 90 angles until it passes through a hole that we have to punch through the cylinder. All in all, a challenging piece. So let's get going. Delete the default cube, start with a circle of 16. You'll see why it's 16 in just a moment. I could have used the cylinder count, doesn't matter. I could have used anything from 6 to 8 vertices or above. It would give me a nice circle, but I need 16. Well, I could use 12 as well, but I'll explain everything in a while. 16 then it is, just about so. Let's see. Let's create another. No. Let's create a plane. We have the cylinder, now we need to create that plane that will later subdivide to give us the nice crisp edges. So let's mode about so and start working on it. In the example we have, let me zoom in, we have another edge at the side of the cube. When I tested this piece for the first time, I didn't really think this was necessary, but since it is included, let's add this edge at all 4 sides of the cube. It's going to come out of it. We could have left it out, but you could try it anyway. 12 or 16 edges, it doesn't matter. So what we certainly need are these 2 vertices in each side. So this vertex and this vertex are going to tighten this corner, so we definitely need to have those. Let's create them in every corner. So if I subdivide, you can see that the corners are now tight. We could have omitted this and that. Okay, no problem, let's get going. Let's delete the modifier for now. We have all the edges. Let's make them one face. The vertices remain 16 total, and sorry about that, let's bridge it. Good. Now proportions. Well, this has to be something that just looks good. I don't know exactly what to do here, so I'm just going to test. And now let's extrude along the Z. Got so, let's scale it in a bit. We'll see just how much is necessary, and all this is going to fall down and go right in, right? So let's subdivide with a number of loops. 20 should be good. Okay, Let's get the cursor at the origin of the axis again. So this is the side view. Well, now we need to take this and bend it around so it goes through the cylinder. Well, there's just one problem. The bend modifier in Blender sucks. It's based on old code. It doesn't add adequate versatility, so I would like to avoid it for now. What I am going to do is use the curve modifier. So I'm going to create the curve deform, if you prefer. So let's zoom in. I need the first point. It doesn't matter where exactly. I need this at the origin. Right, so, and I need control points. I need 1, 2, 3, and right in 4. Let's give this automatic orientation. That's the first draft of our curve. It will get better, don't worry. So let's test if this works. Use the curve modifier by the curve on the z-axis. Well, it's a masterpiece, what can I say? If we want the curve to look like a circle or something close to a circle, we have to do some adjusting. We need to take every point that's opposite of the other and put them on the same axis. Same height for these two, same on the x for these two. And as for this one, let's make it as upright as possible. No, that's not what I wanted. It will take some tweaking. This is a boring part, but necessary. So again, this has to be on the same height as this one. That's necessary. Well, maybe I got it the first time, maybe I was lucky, I don't know. Let's drag it up so it goes more or less at the center of the cylinder, of the base cylinder. Okay, that will have to do. Perhaps I should subdivide. No, what's that? Sorry. Well, I'd say it's for the best. So, onward. This is starting to look better. Well, a lot better. Maybe I should leave it at that. I, for one, am quite satisfied with this curvature. Yeah. Maybe just a little tweak. No, I think it's good. So let's leave it at that. I don't want this point to extrude so much, and I have to make some adjustments. Delete the face, and let's work on the loops. Let's delete. No, wait. Let's delete one. Should be enough. No, let's delete two and see. I grow the selection and I delete the vertices, although we can't see it. It looks fine. That's what I wanted. That's just it. So if you didn't get it, I've deleted some of the vertices. I have a few segments. I deleted the two first. So let's cap this off. Create a face and then start working on the loops. Make a cut. Press E, start a new cut. Like so, E, another new cut. Let's press enter to see if everything is okay. Nice. Keep going. K again for a new cut. E while we're using the tool for a new cut. And E again for the final cut. Forget something? Yeah, an edge loop here would be nice to define it further. Okay, let's have a look. Looks nice so far. So we have the bend part. We've bent it. We now need to, I don't know, maybe shrink this end a bit more. I think it's a bit too big. Yeah, I should. So we press O for proportional editing. I think I'll stick to linear and scale on 2 axes. I press Shift Z to exclude the Z axis, and I want the proportional size to extend, well, extend quite a lot actually. Let's try 0.7 and see where that gets us. Well, it's short enough for me. Maybe I overdid it a bit, so no, I think I'll leave it at that. You can choose whatever you like. So one final piece. This tail right here that goes in through the hole is also twisted by what I think is 90 degrees. So let's do that. We'll need proportional editing again, preferably starting by this face or these faces. Well, don't you like it when this happens? Grow the selection. Oh, well, that was unexpected. Choose linear again and see what happens now. Doesn't matter that we don't see the piece, we'll see the end result and we'll make sure of it. No, sorry, like so. We press R for rotate, Z for rotating at the z-axis. Never mind that it's bent. The mesh thinks that without the modifier it's going straight up, so it's the z-axis we have to rotate it on, and let's rotate at 90 degrees. Or is it... yeah, it's minus 90. And if I use the mouse wheel to change the proportional size, you can see that I affect even more or even less vertices as I go along. So I think that the twist starts somewhere about there. Well, it's a matter of perspective, or maybe even a bit more. RZ again, minus 90. Let's affect a bit more of it, like so. So it's twisted. The only thing that's left is the hole. What do you know? Let's do that. I think I'm going to apply chaos because I had a problem the other day. I was opening a hole at this side, so I thought, but the hole when I left edit mode appeared on this side. I'm not sure I want to go through that this time, so I'll just apply. I'm happy with the curve and don't want to change anything really, so let's just apply. Okay, let's hide the curve, we don't need that. And start working on the holes that we know and love so much. Right? No, let's delete proportional editing, switch off. And we need to create a hole that's going to give us a smooth result, so it should be a bit close, I think. Yeah. Okay. At some point in the tutorials I'm facing a slight freeze. Let me see what I can do about it. Oh, right. Maybe it's the recording, I don't know. Let's try to create a uniform hole. Let's add another edge up here, another edge up here. We'll see which ones we don't need and which ones we really need. What we certainly need, no, is this point, the center. So what we should actually do is, first of all, hide what obstructs us. No, sorry. Hold on. We need to start drilling right here. If I'm going to open a small hole, it should be, well, maybe I should drag things out a bit. We'll see how well this will go. So, take the cursor right here, add a circle of 8. You would notice perhaps in the example that he is using a lot more points because he's expanding the hole in a lot more vertices. Let's see how this is going to work for us. He's opening a hole that's as big as this. Perhaps I should do the same. Yeah, why not? If I'm opting for the same result, maybe I should. So, Yeah, okay, cursor is still here on the circle, but I'm not sure about the number of points. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 16-point circle? Really? A 16-point circle, okay. Let's make a big hole. Which will have to expand somewhere about there. Jeez. This is going to be a big one. Well, the bigger the better, I suppose. So, let's start drilling. We need to project this on the face. G, don't touch anything else. Press enter. Okay, it's now on the surface. Let's start getting rid of points. We have a 16 cylinder, 16 vertices and a 16 vertices loop. So we brace it. It's as easy as pie. And we extrude a little bit on the X and again a little bit on the X. Okay, let's subdivide and see what's going on here. We need to make this edge loop as uniform as possible, so why not try to do that? Take some careful planning here. Not on the cursor, not. Oh, there's the freeze again. No, it has to be. Sorry. Delete the snapping, will create problems. Good. Perspective is always better. So let's widen it like so. Maybe it's too much, it goes to show. This view is always better. Yeah, that must be quite right. Maybe we should do that with these as well. Scale this a bit on the Y and drag them back. Right. And the hole is big enough, I think. Well, if I should do one more thing, it would be this. Scale all 4 on the z-axis and maybe drag them in a bit. Well, I'm not sure. Let me see. Well, one way to know for sure, it has to be to see for ourselves. And the best way to see for ourselves is to use a shiny reflection. Oh my god, what's going on here? Maybe I should have left it the way it was. I think another view would be useful. Okay, starting to get a bit better. Well, it's not perfect by any means because I think I've screwed up the curvature a little bit. But I'm not sure if I should keep pressing on this. Oops. Yep. We need these to come out a bit. So that things flow nicely. Just about so. And maybe these ones too. Since we did that, let's delete the slope and recreate it. It's not perfect by any means, and I'm sorry to say perhaps I could have done a better job of it. Yeah, it's probably more shameful than anything. But, well, I'm still learning. So, what about the rest of the hole? There is a quick and dirty way to do it, which involves deleting some faces and copying the others. Well, let me create a pivot point center. Oh, it's frozen again. Take our cursor there, change the pivot point to the cursor and select these. If I remember correctly, I shift D, I press X, -1. Oh, no. Scale to X -1, and we'll fix everything right away. We need to snap. To vertex, which should be this one. And now let's yeah, right. Let's select the upper edges and these edges and bridge. And now let's remove what excess we have. Doubles, no, just 2, I don't think so. Well, $14, well, if you say so, that's the number we want. But we need the hole to be closed. So this one and this one need to be bridged as well. And that's the hole we've got. You can see that it's not very pretty, and I'm not proud at all. But it's enough for you to get an idea of what we were trying to achieve. Oh, I don't want snapping, I just want to scale this on 0. Yep, so that I have somehow sharp edge here. No, I have to say definitely not proud of it at all. Well, let's see what we can do. These automatic systems don't work as well as I would have hoped. It's bad. Well, I think it's bad mostly because I use too many points. I prefer not to do it when I have the choice. Fewer points is always best. it's not always easy to judge which points should be fixed or not. Just a process of trial and error. And the damn things are pretty close together. I mean, well, I think I'm gonna leave the fine adjustments to you, but remember, the reflections always help very much. Well, I think it's starting to look better, and perhaps here as well. You always need to have the points you're trying to tweak face a reflection so that you can easily see what it is that you have to do to make the reflection look okay. I think it's a bit better. Just a bit better. Well, I hope you'll have learned something, and hopefully I'll make a video of one of the other challenges as well. Thanks.